We are about to go fishing, but before we do, I want to let you know I've got a brand new kayak. Bonafide sent me a kayak as their P127 is their first pedal drive kayak, and I'm using it for the first time in this video. And when we get back to the house, I'm going to go over some more details about the kayak and really walk through it. But before that, we got to put it on the water, and we got to see if we can catch some fish and get some slime in the kayak and make sure we get the skunk out of it and catch that very first fish. So me and Brad, we're taking the kayaks. He got one as well. We're going out. We're going to see if we can catch a few fish, and I'll see you back here at the house. On the water with the P127 by Bonafide. Me and Brad are out here this morning. We're trying to get Brad his first fish in a while, and first fish on his new kayak. As am I. I gotta get the skunk off of this boat. A little bit later, once the sun comes up a little bit, I'll do some on the water reviews, just kind of what I'm seeing. This is my very first time sitting in this thing, so I'm just getting acquainted and got to get used to it. All right, I think Brad is throwing the Slam Shady. Is that right? I've got the fluke. This is the Salt Strong fluke. Throwing a couple of different profiles here just to see what we got going on here. Trying to find some trout. There's one. I felt him tap it, and then he hammered it. It doesn't really feel like a trout. It is a trout. There we go. Nice. Fat. He's not huge, but he's fat. Can I flip you? Can I flip you? Okay, he's bigger than I thought. He's nice, man. All right, first fish, new kayak, first trout in the Bonafide. He is fat. Nice, solid trout on the fluke. Man, look at that guy. He'd probably go about 18, maybe pushing 19. I don't think he's quite 20. Beautiful fish. Heck yeah. Love these guys so much. I love it when they hit. I love it when they hit a fluke. Beautiful morning, Brad. It's a beautiful morning. We'll get them back. Thank you, buddy. That was my main objective today, was seriously just to get the skunk off of the kayak. I didn't really care how many fish I caught, and help Brad catch a fish. He hasn't had a kayak. He's been restricted to land, and land-based fishing in the wintertime, it is no bueno. It is no bueno. There we go. There we go. Dang. My goodness. Oh, this can't be a trout. Not a trout. Not a trout. Oh goodness. I forget I got a pedal. Oh, dude, big trout. Holy smokes. Oh, big trout. Holy shnikes. That's a big one. We just broke 20, baby. Yes. So something that I try to do every season is I try to catch my first over 20 trout. Just popped it off. I've actually had several trout trips that I haven't posted as I'm filming this video yet, and I've caught several at this point and have not broken 20. Finally just popped it. I didn't even think this thing was a trout because of how hard he was fighting. Oh, no. Oh, he fell out of the net. I didn't get to measure him. It had to be over 20. Man, I wanted to see, I mean, it wasn't a PB trout. Get that out of the way. It wasn't a PB trout, so that's okay. But he was definitely over 20. If I had to guess, I was about to put a stick on him, but if I had to guess, he was probably 21. Dang, that's okay. That's all right. So what happened, the hook on my lure got hooked in my net and was like coming like on the other side of his mouth, so I couldn't get the hook out. So I was trying to, get it out of the net. Anyway, it just turned into a mess and he flopped out. So that's okay. We weren't keeping that fish. I just wanted to measure him, but 100% a catch, and probably 21 inches. I don't know. There's a fish. Got him. He hit that like kind of subtle. Oh, Brad's hooked up. Okay, nice trout here. Real nice trout. All right, Brad is, oh, there goes my board. There goes my bump board. Hopefully that should float. Oh, he just jumped out of my net. Okay, good gracious. All right, I got to get my bump board. Fortunately, I can reverse here, and I got to get this board. We'll let this trout take a drink while I'm doing all this mess. Let's get this guy measured up. Yeah, this one might be over 22. Oh, nope, he is 20, he is 19. 19 inch fat, 19 inch trout. Third fish of the morning. We were getting some quality this morning, man. We got one over 20 and 19 and like an 18. So heck yeah. Thank you, buddy. We'll get you back. Brad, congratulations, buddy. You got the slime on the boat. When I get back to the house, I'm gonna go over some of the things about the kayak, but while we're on the water, just gonna do a few on the water tests. Today I've already stood up several times, but it is extremely easy. I don't have to like reach for anything and pull myself up, and it's super stable. I can just stand right up like that. That's a big deal. And like I'm a Pelican from experience, I can stand up on it, it's stable enough, but I have to like sit there and correct myself. Like my legs are tense, they're tight. I can stand up and stay stable, but I kind of have to keep correcting it. I don't have to do that on this. This is nice. I can even like stand on one. It's kind of cold today. I don't want to flip this thing, but I don't think it will. I can stand. I'm standing on one foot and stepping down hard. Got a very good stopping point. Super stable is my point. I can turn around, work back here. I mean, I can pull my, I can reach back here, do whatever I need to do if I want to do that. I can stand up and reach my dry storage. Super easy. I can use that. I put my jackets in there today. The seat, nice and wide, easy to use, comfortable. My favorite part about this, the reverse, you just start kicking backwards, just like a bicycle or something. That is freaking sweet. And then we're just gonna pedal forward. Just let you see what I'm doing here. I don't have a way to give you a speed, but I'm actually going into the wind right now, not that it's strong. But you can see we got a pretty good weight going, we're moving. Pick up some speed here. At least look over here so you can kind of get an idea how fast I'm moving. Moving pretty dang good. This is the steering. Hopefully you can see that right here. That controls your rudder. So that real simple tool to use if I need to change course, change direction. The rudder, it's right here. It's deployed right now. Just pulled it up. So it is, I don't have my rudder engaged. Pull it again, rudder's down. For on the water, I'm not the most experienced kayak angler, so I don't know everything that you would want to know as a kayaking fisher person, but I'll go over more of kind of the details when we get back to the house. But as far as moving, standing up, stability, fishing from it, super comfortable. I don't even really feel like I'm in a kayak, honestly. It feels like a skiff. I mean, I just feel super confident standing up in this thing. I mean, it's so nice. Something that is nice on the water, I'll go over this at the house, but you can adjust your seat real easy. You just loosen these little pegs here and you can slide it forward or slide it back, to get where you want it. Real easy. You can do that on the water. Yeah, I think that's it for all the water stuff. We'll get back to the house. We'll talk more about it. The fishing that you saw in this video was the very first day that I took the Bonafide P127 on the water. So I've had it for about a week now. We're fast forwarding, and I have been on the water now several times with this kayak. And so I'm gonna go over from front to back, kind of what I think and some different pieces and kind of what this boat can do. So far there's only a couple of minor things that I don't like, but overall impression, I'll tell you right now, I love this kayak. I'm super stoked about it. I don't have to say that. Bonafide did send me this kayak, but I have no contract. I have no requirements to tell you anything. So I could rip it apart if I wanted to, but overall, I've really enjoyed this boat. I've already done a lot with it. It's really cool. Let's go over it. This kayak is very well thought out. I've said that several times. A lot of nice details here. First off, we'll just start at the front. It does have a handle, of course, on the front and the back. And it does have an area right here ready to go that you can mount a trolling motor. So it is set up and prepared for that. This storage compartment, I'm super stoked about. Like, it's so cool. You can open it from the front and the back. It just has these little clips right here, so you can lift it up if you're working in the front, and then it's got a removable compartment, and then there's space in here which you can fit a 26-pound blackfin tuna in here with a couple bags of ice, in case you're wondering. They do have it designed to where you can put rods like in each pontoon, so you can slide rods back there if you do want to store anything in here. But I did stick a fish, so I washed it out, but there might still be a little bit of blood in there. So same thing on the front and the back, so you can access it from any point, which is really cool that you can do that. Like, pretty neat. Nice little dry storage. This is a dry box right here. In case you're wondering, if you're like, what is this little piece right here? This is neat. Let me show you. So there are these little rod holders on each side of your seat. There's one right here and there's one on the other side. And what that's for up here is you can slide your rod tip in there and then put your rod right here, rest it on that deal, and then it's got a little strap that you can put that in there. So I've got my rod tip down here protected in this little rod tip guard deal. Pretty cool. Like, I think that's just very well thought out. And of course, while you're fishing, you can undo that and just pull this out and you're ready to fish. And it does also have mold in rod holders. It's got 2 of those already on here as well, but it does have this little rod mount on the side of the seat on both sides. This, to my understanding, is Bonafide's first pedal drive kayak. I think everything else has been paddle, and this is their pedal drive system. It is a prop. It's got the pedals. What's cool, I showed you on the water, you can go forward and reverse, very easy. Some nice little feature, it already has a mount right here, so you could do an accessory mount. Of course, I've just put my GoPro here, but it's got the screw already ready to go. Like, it comes like this, and you can just put like a Yak Attack little mount right here. So I've decided to start putting my GoPro right there, and it actually stays out of the way. Even with the GoPro mount, you can still pedal and it's out of the way. Super nice. It locks in, so it comes out like this. It's got a little crossbar and it fits right in there, and then you hit these little tabs or little brackets to lock that in when you start kicking. This is something I don't like, okay? And what I don't like about it is I think these things could break, but even still, they come all the way out. Like, I wish there was a way that they kind of had a stopping point where they wouldn't do that. Because if you look right here, I've already lost one on the water. This is the one that just holds. So this one just kind of goes over the drive, like right here. When you drop this down, I can't do it right now, but when you drop this down, it just goes over that to kind of hold it in place. It's very heavy. This is actually 20 pounds, so it doesn't move even if that's not engaged. So this isn't as important of a piece, but I can see myself losing these or breaking it. And if you do lose this piece or break it, you're gonna be paddling. So that is a feature. You may just want to pick up some extras of these. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check with them and see if I can get extras of this piece, because I've already lost one. I can see myself breaking them and losing them. One thing I don't like, but as long as you get some extras, I think you'll be all right. It has a ton of accessory mounts. It's got it on both sides here. It's got accessory mounts here on both sides and back here. really cool. GoPros, accessories, whatever you need, there's plenty of room for it. You got the seat, which is adjustable. This is another thing that I like, but at the same time, I don't like. It's really cool. You can adjust this on the water, but the way this works, it's got like this little deal right here that this screws into. And in the mornings when it's dark, of course, you know, I've got my lights and everything, but it's dark and it's cold and I'm trying to unload in a hurry. Sometimes it's hard for me to like just position it correctly and get it in there. I mean, it can be done, but sometimes it just takes me a little bit of time. And the way that you adjust the seat, which is cool, you can do it on the water. Like it slides up and you can do it while you're sitting in the seat. I showed you that, but I wish it kind of had something to mark, like, so you knew exactly what you liked. I'm familiar with that, like with the Hobie drive. They've got the numbers on there. I kind of wish there was something like that that just had like a number system maybe, because I'll set it kind of where I think I want it, and then I'll get on the water and I have to kind of adjust it. Not a huge deal, but like if I knew, oh yeah, I like number 5 or number 3, like if they had like some numbers on here, and I can do it myself, but just something that I like know I can set it and be ready to go in the water. Minor detail, not a big deal. Just I love the seat, I love that it's adjustable, but sometimes it's hard lining it up, and I wish that it had something to kind of let me know where I liked it. I don't know if I showed you this on the water, so I just want to show you right now. The drive does flip up, so it just fits right there if you need to move it out of the way, but it drops down to here. It's got this little plastic piece which has a nice little cup holder, which is really cool. But this just comes off. It's got 2 bungees on each side, and then the 4 clips right here to clip it on. And the drive, you got to make sure you're lined up with the prop, but it just drops right in there. So that's removable, and then once it drops, you can put that piece back on top of here, so you've got that nice cup holder and everything once that goes in the water. Right here, this is where you can mount your paddle. That's where I put it. You can put it on the side. It's got the strap to hold it, and then it's got the grooves for the paddle right there. You can also put your paddle, if it breaks apart, it's already ready to go. It's got the banana clips or whatever these things, taco clips or whatever they're called on each side, so you can break it apart and stick it back here if you want. Here's the scupper holes. I don't think I covered that. They pop right out. They've just got a little tab that you can grab. They go down in here. I think there's like 8 or 10 of them in here in this boat. There's a little scupper hole right here. That's so that the drive has a spot to fit. Back here, it's got its bungees, which again, like I've said, this boat is just very well thought out. There's a lot of details in it. It's even already got your clips ready to go. I'll just show you how that works. So if you got your milk crate, you can just clip it down. It's got 4 clips, 2 on each side. Look at here, boom, ready to go. And you can even slide it once it's in there. Just little details, you know, like this kind of stuff. It's just easy, like easy to use. Now we're secured, and I can slide this even with the clips. I mean, I love it. It's cool. Back here's the other handle. In the pontoons, it's got the prop. Of course, have it lifted up, and it's nice because it's kind of protected inside these pontoons right here. And then you've got another space right here if you want to mount anything. You can mount a power pole or, you know, anything, any other accessories you want to add to. I'm a simple man. I probably won't get into all of this stuff. I've always liked the idea of kayak fishing being simplistic. I'm a simplistic person. If you follow this channel, you know I do not overcomplicate things, because more stuff means more stuff to break. Like even this has a lot of stuff on here that I probably will never use, but it's cool. And it's even more than I need, but very cool boat. But again, this is the Bonafide P127. It is a, I guess the 127 is 12.5 foot, or I guess 12'7" is the length on the boat. I think the width, I think it's like 34 inches wide. You can look up the specs if you're interested in any of that stuff. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff I didn't go over. I am really only a year into kayak fishing, so like I don't have a lot of experience on the water to know what I like and what I don't like and what you should have and shouldn't have. But overall, incredible boat. I've been very pleased with it. Like I said, you'll see several more videos. We got a long way to go. I've been on the water like for a week with this thing just to, you know, figure out what I have so far and kind of what I like and don't like. But super stable, fast, comfortable. I feel good in the boat. Like I think that's important with any type of fishing vessel you get. You just need to feel good while you're in there, feel comfortable and feel confident. This gives me that, and I'm really pumped about it. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, you stay bummy.